It was a cold January morning in 2013 when 21-year-old Elisa Lam checked into the infamous Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles. A bright, curious student from Canada, she was embarking on a solo trip along the West Coast, an adventure she had planned with excitement. But just days later, Elisa disappeared without a trace. A short while after, a strange video surfaced, footage from the hotel elevator showing her behaving erratically, pressing buttons repeatedly, stepping in and out, and seemingly speaking to someone who was not there. The clip sent shivers across the internet and raised countless questions. How did a young woman vanish from a bustling city hotel? And what really happened inside those walls? What followed was a mystery that captured the world's attention, blending real-life suspense, mental health struggles, and the eerie history of a hotel that had seen more than its fair share of strange and tragic events. In January 2013, 21-year-old Elisa Lam, a bright and adventurous student from the University of British Columbia, set out on a solo journey along the scenic west coast of the United States. Known among friends for her curiosity and love of travel, she had carefully planned her trip, eager to explore new cities and experience life on her own terms. On January 26th, she arrived in Los Angeles, stepping into a bustling city full of contrast, glamour and grit, opportunity and danger. That same day, she checked into the Cecil Hotel, a place with a dark and infamous reputation. The hotel had a long history marked by violent incidents and connections to criminal activity, giving it a reputation that both intrigued and unnerved visitors. Elisa's life, however, was more than just her travels. She had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and had openly shared her experiences and challenges on her personal blog, Either Fields, where she discussed her mental health struggles with honesty and insight. Friends and family were aware of her condition, and they admired her for living boldly despite it. The combination of her mental health challenges and her adventurous spirit set the stage for a journey that would take a tragic and mysterious turn as she navigated a city filled with both excitement and hidden dangers. Her arrival at the Cecil Hotel marked the beginning of a chain of events that would captivate the world, blending the curiosity of a young traveler with the shadows of a location steeped in unsettling history. By January 31st, 2013, Elisa Lam had been at the Cecil Hotel for several days, exploring Los Angeles and settling into the rhythm of her solo trip. On that day, she was last seen alive inside the hotel, going about her routine as staff and other guests noticed her presence in the hallways and common areas. Initially, nothing seemed unusual. She checked in and out of the elevator, carried on with small interactions, and appeared to be continuing her travels without incident. However, as the day turned into evening and then night, concerns began to mount. Elisa failed to respond to messages from the hotel staff who were expecting her to check out as scheduled, and her room remained occupied when it should have been vacated. The staff grew increasingly worried as attempts to reach her through calls and knocks at her door went unanswered. Friends and family, who were tracking her journey with care and anticipation, also noticed a troubling silence. Her phone went unanswered, emails and texts were ignored, and her usual updates on social media never came. By the end of that day, a sense of unease had taken hold. The once bright adventure of a young woman exploring the West Coast had shifted into uncertainty and worry. Those close to her began to fear that something had gone wrong, and the disappearance of Elisa Lam set off the first alarm in what would become a global mystery. Her last known movements, marked by ordinary activities within the hotel, now carried an ominous significance, forming the first piece of a puzzle that no one yet understood. On February 1st, 2013, just a day after Elisa Lam was last seen, the hotel's security cameras captured her in one of the Cecil Hotel's elevators in a manner that immediately drew attention. In the footage, she could be seen pressing multiple buttons, stepping in and out of the elevator repeatedly, and pausing as if communicating with someone who was not visible on camera. Her movements were erratic and puzzling, creating a sense of unease even before the public knew her disappearance. When the video was later released, it quickly spread across the internet, drawing millions of viewers and igniting a wave of theories and speculation around the world. People analyzed every gesture, every pause, every glance, searching for clues to explain her behavior. Some speculated that she might be trying to escape someone. Others wondered if she was experiencing a mental health episode, while still more considered the possibility of foul play. The eerie combination of her actions and the hotel's unsettling reputation only amplified the mystery. Importantly, toxicology reports later confirmed that Elisa had no illegal substances in her system at the time. Only prescription medications consistent with her bipolar disorder were found, suggesting that her unusual behavior in the elevator was likely influenced by her mental health condition rather than external drugs. This footage became a defining moment in the case, capturing a haunting glimpse of her final known moments and raising more questions than answers about what truly happened inside the hotel. On February 19, 2013, nearly 3 weeks after Elisa Lam was last seen, hotel guests at the Cecil Hotel began reporting unusual issues with their water. Many complained about low water pressure and noticed that the water coming from taps appeared discolored, raising immediate concern among the staff. In response, the hotel's maintenance team went to investigate the source of the problem, which led them to the rooftop water tank's large, industrial containers that supplied water to the building. It was there, inside one of these tanks, that they made the shocking discovery of Elisa's body. She was found naked, with her clothing floating nearby in the water. Despite the grim circumstances, investigators noted that there were no signs of physical trauma, sexual assault, or foul play. The scene, while deeply unsettling, offered little evidence of another person being involved. The Los Angeles County coroner conducted a thorough investigation and ultimately ruled Elisa's death as an accidental drowning. The report highlighted her bipolar disorder as a significant contributing factor, suggesting that her mental health condition may have played a role in the events leading to her death. The discovery of her body not only confirmed the fears of family, friends, and hotel staff, but also added a haunting chapter to the story of a young woman whose final days had been shrouded in mystery, leaving questions that would continue to perplex the public and investigators alike. In the days and weeks following the discovery of Elisa Lam's body, the world was captivated by a whirlwind of theories and speculation, all fueled by the eerie elevator footage and the unsettling history of the Cecil Hotel. From the moment the video went viral in early February 2013, people around the globe began piecing together their own explanations for her behavior and disappearance, analyzing every movement, pause, and expression captured on camera. Some experts and viewers suggested that Elisa may have experienced a psychotic episode triggered by her bipolar disorder, a mental health condition she had openly discussed in her blog. Others theorized about the possibility of accidental or intentional foul play, given the mysterious circumstances of her body being found in a rooftop water tank and the hotel's reputation for dark and tragic events over the decades. Conspiracy theories and internet speculation flourished, ranging from scenarios of someone else's involvement to supernatural explanations, with each idea attempting to make sense of a situation that seemed inexplicably strange. Despite all the conjecture and public fascination, official investigators conducted a thorough review of the case and found no evidence of criminal activity. Toxicology reports, forensic examinations, and witness statements all pointed toward an unfortunate accident rather than any deliberate act by another person. Still, the combination of the elevator video, the Cecil Hotel's ominous history, and the tragic end of a young traveler ensured that speculation would remain part of the story, keeping the case alive in public curiosity and discussion years after the events unfolded. The Elisa Lam case quickly captured the world's attention, drawing international media coverage and sparking fascination that has persisted for years. From the moment news of her disappearance and the disturbing elevator footage went public in early 2013, people across the globe followed the story, sharing theories, debating details, and analyzing every piece of information available. The case became a touchstone for discussions about mental health, personal safety, and the mysteries surrounding historic urban locations like the Cecil Hotel. In 2021, nearly 8 years after her tragic death, Netflix released a 4-part docuseries titled Crime Scene: The Vanishing at the Cecil Hotel. The series provided an in-depth exploration of the circumstances surrounding Elisa's disappearance and the subsequent discovery of her body, incorporating interviews with investigators, hotel staff, journalists, and experts. It delved not only into the events themselves, but also into the cultural fascination with the hotel, which had long been associated with unsettling incidents and dark stories, highlighting how the location amplified the public's curiosity and sense of unease. Even now, the case continues to be widely discussed within true crime communities, documentaries, and across social media platforms. Fans of the genre analyze the details repeatedly, creating timelines, sharing theories, and reflecting on the broader implications of the tragedy. Beyond the mystery and speculation, the story of Elisa Lam also underscores the complex realities of mental health struggles, showing how a young woman's life and untimely death resonated far beyond her immediate circle, leaving a lasting impact on popular culture and public consciousness. As we reflect on the life and mysterious disappearance of Elisa Lam, it is clear that her story is more than just a case. It is a reminder of the fragility of life, the complexities of mental health, and the enduring curiosity that draws us to unsolved mysteries. From the eerie elevator footage to the shocking discovery atop the Cecil Hotel, each moment continues to captivate and puzzle people around the world, leaving questions that may never be fully answered. Her story has sparked conversations, inspired documentaries, and fascinated true crime communities for years, reminding us to approach such tragedies with empathy, awareness, and a desire to understand the human side behind the headlines. Elisa Lam's case may remain shrouded in mystery, but the impact of her life and the lessons it leaves behind are undeniable. If you found this story compelling and want to explore more intriguing mysteries like this one, do not forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. And join us as we uncover more stories that challenge, fascinate, and stay with us long after the screen goes dark.